Hello? Hello, Wolf, you alright? Yeah. I thought I'd jump on one tonight.
My name's Wolfgrim, and welcome to the coffee shop. I'm about to jump in with Harry and Tina, who are part of the EQB group, and let the madness ensue. As always, there is no real rules to this. We just make tangent after tangent after tangent, so we have no idea what we're going to be talking about today. So I'm going to jump in now.
Why
am I here? I don't know
Why are you here? You're now live is why you're here.
I'm so nervous.
So you're nervous, I'm nervous.
Are you?
I'm always nervous. Can everybody
I'm
hear
nervous,
them? Hopefully everyone can hear you guys, because last time when I listened to
It's the trash twins. Sorry, go on.
Well, if you want to read the chat, Tina, you're more than welcome to. Anyway, we have Harry here, we have Tina here, and myself. There may be some more joining us later. But yes, we're in the coffee shop, and I didn't.
Finally get to be in one.
You finally get to be in one.
Yeah.
It's
Um,
like one of those Amsterdam coffee shops or not?
I haven't got any happy cakes. I'm sorry.
Happy cakes.
Gonna leave.
I'm sure Tina's sitting there with a pint of Guinness or something, and Harry's sitting
I'm
there with a.
actually drinking a glass of rosé.
Well, as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Classy.
there goes the
They are.
sponsorships.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna ruin any chance of you getting a sponsorship. I apologise.
That's that gone. I might as well quit YouTube now after how many years of doing it. But no, we have our CJs in the chat, we have Welshie in the chat, we have Hen, because I can't say it correctly. Biohazard King's in the chat. I think I've got everybody.
KFC.
KFC. He's going to get that sponsorship one day.
It's gonna happen.
Oh, he will get it one day, hopefully.
Send us some chicken.
Send us some chicken.
Yeah.
Okay. So the subjects I have today for us just to start the ball rolling. We have editing process and programs. So what do you guys use? What YouTubers do you guys enjoy? And that can be extended to celebrities, but I don't know any celebrities. So
Not for me.
you what? Did you just say yourself?
No.
Right, place your bets now. Who's going to swear? I know who my money's on now.
I'm not gonna swear.
It wasn't actually you,
I
Tina.
promise. Oh right, okay.
Oh, I'm on best behaviour.
What movies do you enjoy? An advice you'd give to someone starting YouTube? Now that relates to something that happened this week with me in this coffee shop.
It's like an interview. I'm so nervous. I hate talking
Do
about
you want? We can do an interview if you want. So Tina,
No,
why
don't
does
interview
this
me. No.
why does this job suit you?
It doesn't. I'm awful at it.
Sin put £10 on Tina. All right,
Thanks, Sin.
I'll take that bet, Sin. My £10
I'm
is on
not gonna
Harry.
swear.
Oh dear.
I'm a good child. Never swear. Never swore a day in my life.
I'm sure we have recordings of that. Where you have. But no, so there's something very weird happened this week. Two of my work colleagues decided to listen to both the coffee shops whilst at work. So I'm standing there working away, and they are constantly coming over and commenting and criticising the coffee shop.
They're criticising it.
But not, I wouldn't say they're probably going to come over to me now as they listen to this one, but constructive criticism. But one of them, and they know who they are because they're listening now most likely, is starting his own channel because he was listening to the coffee shop.
Oh, that's nice.
So I
You inspired him.
apparently, but I'm sure they've gone insane from listening to this. You're not on TV, Harry. Are you going to start asking yourself questions in the chat? Question for Harry from Harry. Why are you such a good YouTuber? Well, Harry,
Just born with it.
Very
just
God given gift.
natural.
oh dear.
Just a natural everything I do.
Yes, CJ, he has started a channel, and yeah,
What kind of channel?
A gaming one, as far as I'm aware.
Oh,
So
what kind of games?
I have no idea. I think that goes to the other question, which was, what was it? What advice would you give someone starting YouTube? As we're all experts, apparently.
I am not an expert.
I don't think
Yeah.
any of us are. Harry, you're the most expert-y person here.
Yeah, go on,
Thank
Harry.
you. Not to be credited. Just enjoy yourself. I think people get too involved with keeping to a schedule and worrying about what people think they're going to bring out. Just do you and enjoy it. Otherwise, it becomes a bit of a task.
Hmm.
Yeah, there you go.
That is pretty much what I
Okay.
said to them when they said,
But
"What
no
do
one's expecting a serious answer from me, were they?
No. Praise me every day, Harry.
Question for Harry. This is from the chat. Harry, where do you get your aprons from?" This has turned into news night now, hasn't it? Or question time, whatever the hell that show's called. It's just one person asking questions, live from the audience.
Unbelievable.
Oh dear.
I think we should mute chat.
Hello from Ireland. Now let's get drinking. Hello. Also from Ireland.
We have two Irish
Ooh.
people now.
By the
I have a friend.
You have a friend. Hang on, what are we then? Harry, should we
I
just
am my
go?
friends. No,
Yeah,
don't
sure.
leave me here.
Let's just go. Tina, this is your stream now.
No. You'll come for the content that's safe for you. That's true, little Welshie. It's safe for you.
Um,
And don't get driven by numbers. Yeah, that's true.
this is great.
Oh, good
Tina
advice.
could just read the chat for me. I ain't got to do anything
Yeah,
now.
I'm just taking over.
I'm gonna go and get a cup of tea then.
yeah. You make us a coffee as well, Tina. Thanks.
Well, I'm making coffee as well as reading out the chat.
Yeah.
Mm,
Apparently.
no. Can't do everything I want, like.
Oh, now you're just making excuses.
What?
It's not good to know.
Feel attacked? You guys are awesome. Can you say which wristwatch is a Swiss wristwatch? Ah, just said it.
This is going to be terrible. Which wristwatch is a Swiss wristwatch? I don't know if I got that right.
Wristwatch is a Swiss which?
This is just turning the tongue. Are we just going to do accents again? Is this accents all over again?
Please no.
No?
Bring out Harry's accents.
What do you mean? They're sick.
Oh dear. The question is,
Irish is here because I get offended by you.
oh wow.
Yeah, well. Won't stop the people.
The question is, do we go to Germany for the accent, or do we go to Ireland for the accent, or should we go to the
Always.
Yanks?
Ivory Coast.
Yeah, the Ivory Coast. Red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow. Oh, stop.
That's like
There's too many lorries.
Too many knowledge.
Germany. Like, okay, we got off the Germany, yeah. I don't think this is very good. With the thing about the German accent, it tends to go a bit camp before. I don't know why. Have you seen my handy? I have no idea where my handy is. My handy?
Your
Oh, there's
handy?
my handy. I need to call someone on my handy. My handy is
What are you?
mobile phone.
Oh,
Yeah, mobile phone is mine handy. Oh dear.
Yanni, Laurel, Yanni. What did I used to hear? I think it was Laurel. Or was it Yanni? I can't remember. Half German, half Irish. Welcome.
Oh, German. Oh God, I've just insulted them in so many ways.
So, at the same time,
I am
two
so
accents.
sorry. I need to put a disclaimer at the beginning of this. You legally can't sue me. I was in Copenhagen. No, wait, that's Germany. I was in France. There we go. I wasn't here. I've lost my list
What
already.
is happening? I don't know, CJ.
What's
Team's
happening?
ruining it, that's what's happening.
Not a lot.
Yeah, I've ruined the stream.
Tina hasn't made us tea
Leave.
or coffee. That's why.
I'll show
Yeah,
myself out.
Still waiting.
Why do I have to make tea or coffee? Like,
I
tell
don't
them
know.
alone.
It just started.
Well, if we've got racism in the
Make your
channel,
own-
let's throw a bit of sexism.
Whoa! Hang on a minute. Take a step back. Yeah.
Might as well go the full 9 yards.
No, I think you forget whose YouTube channel this is, Harry.
It's mine. I'm
Making
the
Tina
captain now.
waitress for you guys. Yeah. Thanks, sir. Like, that's my job and they're making me work.
Oh dear.
Rude.
So what
You can
movies
borrow
have
my
you?
apron if you want. sorry.
I got this apron thing is I don't know anything about this, so
So me and Harry streamed together, and Harry was wearing an apron. That was the. That was what
Wasn't
happened.
wearing an apron.
What?
I was wearing a very, very swazzy top.
It looked like an apron.
You look like an apron.
Mm.
okay. Where's Cam
So hard.
emote? I don't know how to do emotes on this, or if we can. You have to work that one out. I have no idea. Yeah, any movies you guys have watched recently?
Can ya?
Oh my god, here we go.
What have you watched?
Can ya?
What the hell is that?
Cat in the Hat, he's saying, Wolf.
Oh, okay. I'll keep turning up
Yeah.
and I can't hear him.
What do you mean?
You're saying it in an Essex accent, cat in a hat, bruv? That's not really Essex, is it?
That's not my accent.
I don't know. I can't do it. I live in Essex and I can't do an Essex accent.
I'll never say bruv. It's not live. Just said it.
Well, it's gone live now, so I can't retract it. But
Oh,
apparently,
no, it is a great film.
it's. It seems to be whenever I watch a movie that I like, everyone turns around and says to me, "It's shit."
I get that all the time. It annoys me so much.
Because you watch shit movies.
What?
Well,
And the money goes to Tina, swearing.
yeah.
Is that a swear word? Come on.
What was it?
Shit. Like, that's not a swear word.
We'll let
Come
the
on.
chat. Hang on. We'll
Are you
let
12,
we'll
like?
use what Welshie. Could you be a judge in this? Who swore? Did Tina just swear or not?
That was not a swear
I'm letting
word.
Welshie
Come
take the call on
on.
this. Little
Sure,
Welshie,
kid.
you can make the call.
Come
Big
on.
swears.
Let's see. Yeah,
Yeah,
there was a
Welsh
swear.
says swear.
That was
Oh,
a
well.
swear word, apparently. Welshie had the call on that
That's
one.
not a swear word. You're all losers.
You're going to rage quit now.
I rage quit your stream.
Oh, dear. So it was Chris the first time, then it was me, now Tina. Okay.
I'd imagine you swearing, Wolf.
Oh, trust me, I can. The people at work know I can. But no, apparently I sound much posher on here than I do in real life.
You
Apparently
sound so posh.
can I do a posher accent? Is the question. I'm trying to think how I would do that. Other than just
The
putting
real
my
test is how you say layers. If you're like proper posh, you go layers.
layers. Layers of, I don't know, layers of paint.
Yeah.
But apparently I say my T's more in this than I do in real life. I don't quite get that, but
I
Your
don't bother with
teeth
them.
more.
yeah, more pronounced T's.
Okay, CJ, now just hang on a minute, Wolf. You and I have the least Essex accent. We live here. Oh, does CJ live in Essex too? I didn't know that.
Well, CJ's let the cat out of the bag now. Good luck, CJ, you're going to be
Find you now,
stalked.
CJ.
See, little Welshie had the right idea. He doesn't live here anymore.
Well,
Did someone say tea? Yes, my tea is actually... I've run out of tea. So, problems. But no, I was watching Mortal Engines, and I really enjoyed that movie, but then I got told it's bloody crap.
what did you say?
Mortal
What's it
Engines.
called? Oh, I've never seen that.
Harry, Mortal Engines?
No, sorry.
Okay, it's just me then. Anybody in the chat, Mortal Engines.
What's it about?
It's about the book, Mortal Engines.
Ah,
About engines that can die.
Moving Cities, I
Oh.
think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Moving Cities. It's set 10,000 years after, like, the world ended. From, like, not nuclear bombs, but, like, the same sort of thing. Big cities on
Lovely.
wheels.
Mad Max.
Yeah, but more bigger, I guess. And Tina's rage quit.
Tina's gone. She has enough.
so
She's- Sorry, did we upset you, Tina? Tina?
yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
She's here. Yeah, you dropped out. So
So aggressive.
I thought like a ship had caught the internet cable between Ireland and England then.
Tina
Does
grab the
happen.
mic now.
Time to time.
Does that?
She's
People
just
keep
watching Freddy vs. Jason, yeah.
cutting chunks out of the cable.
That's it.
It's like the old yogurt pot, isn't it? A bit of string in between.
It's yogurt, not
What?
yogurt.
Yogurt pot and a bit of string. What?
Didn't you used to do that? You tie a yogurt pot to a bit of string, and then like your brother would go next room. You can still hear him.
Oh, I
he'd have down the
see.
string.
I've never done it with a
Is
yogurt
that
pot.
what I like? Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I can.
What?
This is
How
good.
old is the yogurt pot?
Use a
Hey,
tin
really?
can of some kind. Put a hole in the bottom.
Yeah.
She's telephone in it. Problem solved.
I remember when there wasn't mobile. I remember when there weren't mobile phones around here.
Yeah, the whole country, obviously.
You know, countries don't have those around here. Automobiles around here.
I
We have,
remember back
just-
in the day, you know,
back in the day, we had you had horse-drawn carriages back then.
I just she used to have a chatter and just go around.
Yeah. It's turned into Hot Fuzz, this has. Shall we go down the pub then, shall we? I sure have a pint down here, it'll be fine. Be grand, we go over to Ireland then.
Top of the morning to your
Oh my god, here he goes. How long did we make it before he started?
Well, no, we were doing swearing, we didn't do accents. I'm all in favour of doing accents, because I think it's a good old laugh, but...
That's how Harry streams Tin Canton Street. You know what, Chris?
It was at one point, wasn't it, though?
Yeah, until it took, 10 years for Virgin to tell me that my cable was damaged coming to my house, but we got there in the end.
Some bloke out there with a pair of wire cutters. You had no idea, mate. No
No
idea.
idea. Christopher Big Ends.
Christopher Pickens.
So annoying,
dear.
like.
Oh no.
But
Oh,
the Guy Ritchie film, The Gentleman. I don't know if anyone's seen that, probably haven't.
don't think I've seen it.
Mm.
But yeah, I thought that was absolutely sick, and then people hate it. It's like one of my favourite films, but get over it. But yeah, I do find the films that I enjoy, people tend to hate.
Mm.
Gentleman, Caniac, Muppets Christmas Carol.
Oh, I love the
Oh.
Muppets. Love the Muppets Christmas Carol.
Thank you, Wolf.
So bad, like.
Okay, look, we're going to start talking about Christmas, even though Halloween isn't here yet. So when does Christmas start for you guys? Have you got something that says now it's Christmas?
It's all year round for me.
December.
Did you say November?
I said December.
Oh, I was going to
1st
say.
of December. Like, okay, it's Christmas.
See, I don't know if it's just a thing like from around where I live, but it's always as soon as the Coca-Cola advert's on TV, not sponsored.
Oh yeah, once the Coke ad comes on.
Yeah, that's the start of Christmas.
Yeah.
But-
Holidays are coming. Holidays.
Copyright. Don't sue me, Coke. You're a multi-billion
that's
pound
good
company.
enough to
Don't sue me. Sue Tina. She's on the other island in the sea, not
Fine,
the one I'm
sue
on.
me. Come at me.
Oh dear. I've lost my trail of thought now. After America's Thanksgiving.
Christmas.
But hang on, isn't Thanksgiving like a week before Christmas?
No, Thanksgiving's the last Thursday in November.
Why did I
far
think
as I
it
know.
was... I don't know. Along those same lines, a Christmas shop has opened up in my town already.
Ugh, so annoying. Like,
It's
just
not
past
even...
Halloween.
I know, it's not even Halloween yet. Fine, the day after Halloween, go nuts. But
Yeah,
before,
exactly.
no. I'm sorry. This
We
year's
just
gone...
have our Halloween.
This year's gone quick enough as it is. It doesn't need to go any quicker.
Oh,
I think this...
after Halloween in late November. Fair enough.
I had this idea for a comedy sketch, and it was have an American. Sorry, Chris, and anybody else who's in America for this. I'm going to go with it. Where you have an American and a British person standing next to each other, and the American goes, "Look at our amazing history." It goes back like 100 years, and the English guy turns around and goes, "Yeah, that was last Thursday." And they go, "Look at our history. We nicked everything from everywhere in the world."
Big old spree across the world.
Yep.
And everything we stole, we put in a museum to show everyone else that we stole it, but there's nothing we can do about it.
This is pretty much. That's pretty much what we did. And now we're just sat in the corner going, "You guys have your wars. We'll just keep an eye out of it here."
We haven't finished looking at the stuff we stole from you yet, okay? Get back. Get in the back of the line, okay?
Get it back out of.
Stand behind the rope.
Stand behind the rope. Stand behind the rope, 2 meters apart, please. Because we can't mention the word.
No.
Walmart had the Christmas stuff up beginning of September.
Yeah, I think
September.
Stop.
I did see.
I went
Go on, Harry.
to old superstore that shall not be named. Don't know. Can you do that?
You
But I won't name it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they had all Christmas stuff. Had Christmas Isle, there's Christmas songs on. It's good.
There's a game you can play where you get a group of friends and you make an agreement that you've got to go the longest without hearing a Christmas song. So, like, you walked into a shop and heard a Christmas song, Harry, so you've lost the game, as it were. But you keep going till there's only one person left, and they're the winner of the game.
Just wouldn't be able to leave your house.
No, you wouldn't.
Just
You wouldn't be able to
No.
leave your house, would you? So,
It's too much.
I love
They
Christmas.
drag it on for
I
so
don't
long.
understand this spot humbug attitude.
Oh, I love
Cheer up.
Christmas too, but they start it too early that by the time it comes, you're fucking sick of it. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, it's weird. It's weird, I swear.
can we have a... I need to make a counter on the screen, don't I?
Wedge off.
Yeah, we really do. Can someone set up a... would a Patreon do it? Something we can... GoFundMe account, there you go. Is it GoFundMe? One of those things where you can put money in.
Just give him.
Just giving, that's the one. We'll set that up for you, Tina. How about £1,000 at go, yeah?
For what? What's happening?
I'll take that as a yes. Harry, you're a witness. Right, sold.
Yeah,
What charity should we pick?
What? What are you doing to me?
Just need your bank account details, Tina. We're all sorted.
No,
Just sign here.
no.
I watched a stream, this must have been 2 years ago now, and it was... Someone was trying to buy something. No, sorry, they were selling merch live on the stream, like, it's now been released, go and buy it. And someone sent screenshots of their credit card, like putting in the details, saying it's not working. And this was to a stream of must have been 10,000 people. It's like how that person didn't get scammed, I do not know.
Why would they put their
Just-
details in?
Because
People stupid. Tina.
Thank you, Harry. Yeah, exactly what Harry said. People are incredibly dumb, myself included.
Yeah, but you're not that dumb, surely.
Depends what day of the week it is.
And how much tea I've had.
Exactly.
Well, Harry had his own private live stream at the beginning of this, so...
I mean, private live stream.
Yeah, because I mute myself, but I don't mute
Oh,
Discord.
right.
So I was
Yeah.
just you talking on your own.
It was good.
Well, I've heard of things that we've done in the years.
Yeah, I like that
What?
idea.
I would have no money left.
Well, we know who to donate it to then.
Yeah, donate
Then
to
all-
me.
all the money would get wet if it was put in a pool, though, wouldn't it?
Oh,
Oh, Harry. So funny, like,
Thank you,
come
guys.
to
Right.
are we
been
now
good.
going on to bad jokes?
Oh,
Come on, chat, give us some bad jokes. I think I've said that.
Sinister surely has several.
Yeah, I'm sure. I think I'd say about the duck in the pub one.
You did, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's a good one.
It's a long old one, but
Bad jokes are the best, though.
that's why we like you, Harry. I'm sorry, it was too easy. That was too easy. The old bad jokes my life. No, because Chris, I believe you hit 400 subscribers and 400 followers recently. So yeah.
Oh, shit.
You'd be killing it.
Mhm. I got really bored the other day and added up how many views we've got in the Equilibrium put together.
Yeah.
How many do you reckon out of everybody's channel put together we get?
40,000.
Harry?
I'll just go like 41,000.
You are both nowhere near close.
What is it?
120,000.
What?
Damn.
120,000.
Yep. It was like 122,000 and something. Yeah, CJ got
I
it.
Contribute much to that.
I contribute nothing to that. So that's a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know how
Mr.
many views I got, but not.
I think you were
not
about.
many.
Harry was at like none because you deleted your
Less than.
channel.
Yeah, just gone downstairs.
I think most people. I can't remember the numbers now. But yeah, I was surprised when I added it up. I was like, this can't be right. So I was just curious what the
Together.
reach was. But yeah.
I've got a video in the works, so that'll be out
Finally.
sometime in the near future.
What, 2050, 2070?
Yeah, I see how this old
Yeah.
pandemic goes into.
It would be like my conclusion to my lockdown situation.
How does everyone sort of plan out the videos? Because I didn't realise this was quite weird, but I sort of like script them. So like I sort of get like a Word document up and sort of like break it down into sections.
You see, I never saw
Ew.
any of your videos because you deleted your channel, so I don't know. I don't actually
Yeah,
know.
I
What,
think when you joined, I deleted it. Just out
Yeah.
of pure embarrassment. So it's going.
so what videos did you actually do, Harry? Because I generally don't know.
See, this is the thing. Like everyone in the group, sort of like gaming and some sort of commentary channel sort of thing.
So that makes sense for you to have a script then. But
Yeah.
you can still do that with a game. Like, if you've got a game and you know what's going to happen in it, so you played it before, you can script what's going on if you want to do it. The only issue with scripting is if the video doesn't go that way, you have to throw the script out. But I find it hard if I ever try and plan something, like when this happens I'm going to do ... I really find that awkward because the reaction is
I
really not
can't do
genuine.
So like, obviously, I don't like read it word for word, but it's
Oh,
just
no,
it
no.
helps me sort of like. Now, if I find something funny in the video, I'll write it down. Otherwise, if I don't, I'll just say something completely mental. And I think, well, I can't actually put that in there. That's too much.
What was too much for your channel?
Yeah.
I don't know why I tend to reference Nazi Germany quite a bit.
Harry, is there
Just always
something?
goes
Is there
there.
something you're not telling us?
love Hitler. That was a joke, okay. But
I swear to God, if you get my channel in the crap, I've had problems with copyright. I don't need lawsuits. Oh dear.
Oh.
loves Gaddafi. Good old boy.
He died in a drain. He died in a drain holding a piece of gold.
Bless him.
Then he become Pennywise the clown, didn't he? That's that story.
Oh dear.
He started snatching kids, ripping kids' arms off.
Harry.
If I end up in court with you guys, God help me. What was on the subject
nice.
things?
Scripting your YouTube.
Yeah. What do you guys use to edit your videos with?
Filmora. I use Filmora.
Well, Harry, I'm assuming, Harry, you don't really edit.
Well, I'm in the midst of editing video that's coming out for Sunday. But I use AVS Video Editor. It's absolute trash, but it's sort of like, you know when you get sort of used to working with something, so you sort of like know the ins and outs of it. So I've just stuck with it. It works for me.
Yeah, that's the thing. You get so comfortable with something, you don't want to change, even if it means
Yeah.
you're going to make better content. It's the pain of having to relearn something.
Yeah, because with my one, it's actually pretty good, but the green screen doesn't work at all. So I've always had a green screen, it doesn't sort of like match up with the colours. And like I just thought it was me being a moron, but when I like researched into it, it doesn't. It can't really compute it.
Is it just your computer?
That's the only thing. No, it's generally is the editor. Because I did think that was my piece of absolute trash computer, but yeah, it's just the like video software. So if I wanted to do green screen, I'd have to change up.
See, I'm not a fan of green screen. I know a lot of you guys use it. I don't like it, and I don't know why.
I've never been a massive fan. I don't really see the issue of seeing someone's like wall in the background. It's different if you're adding like effects and that, but
unless you want like your face covering like 50% of the screen, then the green screen makes sense because then more of the game is on show. But I was watching a YouTuber who was talking about editing videos and stuff, and he's like, how at this point now with live streams, has it got to the point where the game is not the important thing anymore? It's like a sub-genre or
person.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. If I went on some stream, I like them. I wouldn't go, I'm not going to follow them because they haven't got a green screen. It doesn't really matter. It's sort of like, so Sin saying, "Oh, don't say nothing bad about green screen," but Sin can shut up. But Sin puts it to good use. So he does his Sin bin, which is pretty funny. See, like, I'm not inventive enough to find good use out of green screen. It'll just be me cropped out, just pinned onto a game. So it's different if you're using it quite inventively. But
Chris made a good point. People come for the game and stay for you, which is literally how I found many YouTubers.
Yeah.
I end up finding the game I like and then finding YouTubers that I enjoy watching.
See, people come for the game and then they leave because of me.
Now, I'm sure. Did you delete your channel just because you got so many hate comments or something? You're not.
I love the hate comments. I want more weirdos on my channel. I think it's hilarious. But,
I haven't.
No.
I don't know about you, Tina, but. Well, I suppose you. Did you have many hate comments or did you just want more?
No. So, there was one video I made about some absolute god awful YouTuber. He had like a lot of like kids following him, and I got like bombardment of like angry little Oompa Loompas like going mental. But I found it hilarious because I was just like, going along with it. But yeah, I didn't get a lot of hate on my other videos. They just weren't very good. I wasn't really happy with like the first few videos. I put a lot of effort into. Like as it went on, it just got worse and worse. So I thought, you know what, I'll start fresh. Yeah.
Link to Harry's empty channel is in the description. Maybe by the time this is... When is it going out?
Sometime in my life, that channel is empty.
You don't know, do you?
Sunday.
Sunday.
We're going to go Sunday.
So 2 days from now.
Yeah. Jesus is going to move that boulder from his cave, and in his hand he's going to have my video.
After how long? Oh dear.
It's been a good few months.
Now, Little Welshie says she feels the same about her videos, not really happy with them. I feel like every single video I make, no matter what I'm doing with it, whether it's the thumbnail, I'm editing it, or recording it, I sit there and think, I can do better than this.
Same.
But I can't be bothered.
Same. I could try harder, but...
Yeah,
that's what I did. So that's my plan is to upload like a lot less, but put a lot more effort into them. So I quite enjoy the editing of it. So, and just to add, Welsh videos are fucking sick. I just swore. I'm really sorry.
So that's you too. I just need to swear next. But I think you mentioned this before on this, was the minute you think you're doing really well, £10. The minute you think you're doing really well, then you lose sight of what you're doing, if that makes sense.
What do you mean?
As in, the minute you think something's perfect, you're not going to improve.
Oh, you stop trying because you're like, oh, I'm perfect now.
Yeah, so if you're not constantly criticising what you're doing, you're not going to keep improving. There is the other side of that, is you can criticise yourself to the point where you don't make anything. So it's a fine line. But I think it goes back to like what we were saying at the start: is you do what you enjoy. And again, this goes to another. I've watched so many YouTube videos this week. It goes back to another YouTuber who was saying that he works at the weekends, but then he said, "Is it really work if you enjoy it?" So it's like YouTubers will put a lot of time into stuff, and as we all are YouTubers, you know why that takes so long. But it's a fair point. If you're enjoying it enough, is it really work?
No, that makes sense. I do enjoy it. I don't see it as work. Like, obviously, I don't get paid for it, like, so I don't see it as my job.
Not yet.
But like, I wouldn't do it if I didn't enjoy it. You know.
It's sort of just a way to get like your creativity out, and it's just otherwise I'll just be sitting in my room, just staring at the ceiling. But yeah, so that's how I see it. I sort of like watch videos and think, you know, mong, and so I can't make a video on it.
Yeah,
But,
it's
just a way of expressing yourself, I guess, isn't it?
yeah. I don't want to use the word art because me and art has a touchy history that I don't want to go into because art. I feel it is a form of expression potentially.
Just express yourself.
Yeah, like I could play a game and then you two could play it, and all three of our videos will be completely different styles.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like a walking simulator where it's literally you're on rails, you do one thing, but everyone puts their own spin on it.
It's true.
It's a bit like because quite a few of the stream we all like done Skyrim, and it's all every like storyline's completely different. So everyone's sort of got their own style on it. Mine was to butcher people with a hammer, but you know, and I think Chris sort of like went a more delicate approach. I think you used to listen to people before you murdered them with a hammer. And you have like Cam, for example, who'd like done like Sneak, so all of a different way of doing things.
Chris says, "Yeah, I don't feel like any of this is really working." Now, I had a weird. I'm talking about a lot myself this time for some reason.
It's your stream, mate.
No, it's everybody's stream. You're all welcome to stream this on your own, along with this as well. Doesn't bother me. Harry collects plates too. Hey?
Oh, in Skyrim.
Oh, Sky.
Yeah.
Is that really what you do?
Well, I've got to a point where I couldn't pick any weapons up anymore, and it turned out that I had like 100 plates in my inventory.
Why don't you just buy a house in the game and just fill it full of plates?
Because I didn't know you could buy a house, okay? We had this problem in the street. I wasn't told until the last minute that you can buy a house. And then I went to a house, and then
you need to help
Cam
this
told me to
guy
walk
out.
into the house, into someone else's house, and I got arrested for going into the bedroom while I was sleeping. It's a long story. I can't talk about it for legal reasons.
Oh dear. Is this what your next video is going to be about? Plates. The wonderful world of plates. With Harry. Oh dear. Going back to hate comments quickly. I thought when I first started I'd get loads. But I think I can only remember 2 off the top of my head. I don't really remember. I've had weird things like it's just like a random writing of crap. Doesn't make any sense. I think the only 2 I've had is one was I was playing Fortnite when it first came out or first got popular, and someone just commented, "I fucking hate Fortnite." So it wasn't really a hate comment, but that's the closest thing to it.
Why would you watch a
You, mate.
Fortnite video if you hated Fortnite? Like what?
I don't know.
What's your issue?
I don't know. That's their problem. This is what I don't get is hate comments.
It's
Is
a them problem.
you're going to say, "I don't like watching your stuff," and it's like, well, just
And don't.
don't watch it.
This is the
Making
thing,
you-
like, when people get sort of like upset when someone's like left a comment on the video, you've got to think like the mindset of the person who's left that comment. It must be so like sad and lonely. They've gone on someone's video, they've watched it with full intention that they're going to hate on it, and then like it's like when I go into a video, I don't enjoy it. I don't leave a comment. I don't dislike. I just leave.
Yeah.
So I'm not
Yeah.
some weird self-obsessed. Everyone's got to know that I hate this video. I've just always found it a really weird sort of process why someone would leave something nasty, especially a smaller channel. Because that could like be the make and break of someone. Like they might think, "Oh, I won't do this anymore."
Especially if it's like their first video as well. Because some people put a lot of effort into their very first video.
But your first video is always going to be the worst one.
Like mine was just walking through The Witcher with no.
But at the time, you think it's like the world's best thing. Like no one's ever done this before.
Yeah.
Groundbreaking.
I remember thinking that was going to be like a brand new series where I just walk through games and you just get the atmosphere of the game. Never happened. And then you get things like this, the coffee shop, that I thought, okay, this would be we do one video, it won't find much to talk about, and it'll just crash and burn, and we move on to something else. And here we are with the 3rd episode. So
It's doing really well though.
it's surprisingly so. Like when the guys at work said they were listening to it, I was like, you're both insane. And I thought they were taking the piss, but they generally sat and listened to both episodes.
What support you like?
Oh yeah, it's great. It's just I feel like there's better content out there they could spend their time listening to.
Oh, stop.
The other hate comment I got, and it was, have you Napoleon Bonaparte, the comedian guy?
Napoleon Bonaparte.
Bonaparte? I can't remember what his name is. It's Napoleon something. It's a comedian from a film. Oh. Hang on, I have to Google it because
Napoleon Dynamite?
that's it. I think that's it. Apparently, I
Yeah.
look like him.
Oh! Someone said that to you?
Yeah, I think that's. Hang on, let me Google. The one with curly hair and the glasses. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Sin. Sin has joined us,
I'll be back in a second.
and Harry's leaving.
Bye, Harry.
Bye, Harry.
Did I say something?
You said hello, apparently.
Yeah, he just showed up. I'm out.
Sorry, didn't mean to disrupt your train of thought, my friend.
No, it's fine. You know what this is like. We just bounce around from subject to subject, which was one of the comments the guys mentioned, was that they like the fact that we just keep going off on tangents.
We're a very random bunch of folk, aren't we? So
Yes, and I think that works to our strength, as it were. But
Yeah.
I have
We're a real
one.
subject.
Yeah, I have one comment to pass on to you, Sin, and I was waiting for you to come on to say it. They loved the description of your description of Audis.
Of Audis.
Of Audi. Was it Audi or Lidl?
Oh,
About, was it like a wetsuit, a chainsaw, and whatever it was?
it's true though.
It is true. It's absolutely true. And when Chris said it's like a posher place to get like-
Groceries.
yeah, we were just like, what? But
I mean, I don't purport to have visited many Aldis. I mean, with my job, I do tend to, in normal times, pop around the country quite a lot. And Aldi is a bit cheaper, so I don't get yelled at for expensive. But I mean, I popped in there, and it's just there's some weird stuff in there. I just went in there to get a bacon sandwich, and I saw octopus, and I was like, what?
An octopus.
Yeah, there was an octopus, and you know your favourite suckers on show, and I was like, no.
Who's sucking?
An octopus. I was checking out an octopus in Aldi once.
All right.
So yeah.
Okay.
just
Enough questions asked.
Well, I think was it Aldi's correct if I'm wrong, it's a German supermarket.
yes.
Yeah.
I really like
Never
German
heard of
food, so I thought I'd try and get some German food from a German supermarket, but it didn't have bratwurst and didn't have Maltaschen, so I left disappointed and just went with a multi-pack of cock kits or whatever they have these days. So
And a pet octopus.
and a pet octopus, a chainsaw, and a wetsuit. Yeah. You know, and a pH soil testing kit. Yeah.
All part of the German culture.
Yeah. Oh
Yep.
yeah. It's just everything under one roof. It's just you didn't realise you needed it.
Yeah, a bit of the Berlin Wall.
Yeah.
They got to get rid of it somehow.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not knocking Lidl and Aldi. I mean, I realise they're the budget side of the supermarkets, aren't they? Because there's nothing massively expensive, but there's some really random stuff in there. I mean, you sit there trying to decipher this jar of yellow sauce, yellowy white sauce, assuming it's mayonnaise, and then at that point you kind of, I ask my wife, "Is this mayonnaise?" And she goes, "Yeah, it looks like it." I go, "Well, there is a picture of an egg on it. I just don't want to pick up some Latvian egg sauce thinking it's mayonnaise." So
Oh dear.
I don't know. It's just you try and when you go in like this is going to sound racist now. When you go in the foreign food section of most supermarkets and it's not in your native tongue, let's say, you kind of half play a game of trying to work out what earth this is. I mean,
I think the first problem with that is English is stolen from like 20 different languages straight away, so we have a problem to begin with. But yeah, you're right. I mean, I went into my local co-op, which I haven't been in since the lockdown started, so it's kind of like I was freaking out a bit. And it turns out they've now got, I don't know what the correct terminology is, but a foreign food section. There must be a better term than that.
But world foods, they call it.
World foods, that's the term I was looking for. The world's food section. And some of it I know, because I have a Polish friend, is really nice food, because he recommended some things to me. Like they had these wafers and all lovely things. And Jaffa cakes that were... Like, our Jaffa cakes are orange flavoured, I think.
Yeah.
They had, I want to say raspberry or something.
Well, that sounds good.
They were really, really nice.
I'll give that a go.
They were really nice. In my local co-op, I'm assuming where you guys are, your co-ops will do the same thing. But yeah, this goes back to another tangent here. The crisps, Walker crisps, and what's the American ones? Lay's, thank you.
Lays.
I got told they taste exactly the same, and I'm sure they did not.
They do.
I'm sure they
They
don't.
do.
You were
Really?
told by Tina that they taste exactly the same.
It wasn't Tuna, it was the guys listening to this at work. They actually stopped it, walked over to me and told me. And the same
I
with...
think
Go on, Harry.
I was just going to say Lay's tastes a lot better than Walkers. But...
Yeah, I'm sure they do. Because I remember last time some of my family went to America, they said to me the typical thing like, "What do you want us to bring back for you?" And I was like, "A packet of Lay's. I don't care about any trinkets or anything, just give me a packet of Lay's." They brought them back and I devoured
Chris always
them.
says stuff tastes different in America because of, we have more strict rules on chemicals and stuff,
Yeah.
or preservatives.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like I defy anywhere else in the world to make chocolate as good as Cadbury's.
No, they can't do it. American chocolate is awful.
No. I had... Is it Herschel chocolate is the American one?
I've tried Hershey's before and
No, I can't get on with it.
Chris's American chemicals.
Chris,
tasty chemicals.
Chris, have you had Cadbury's? Very important question.
Ooh, that's a golden question.
That is a golden question.
The gold question.
I'll tell you what I've not been able to buy in the local shops recently this is just old man chat now, isn't it? In the good old days I could get this, you can't get it anymore. It was the white chocolate that Milky Bar did, but in a big bar.
The Dreams. That was called.
Something
Dream
like that. It was exactly the same chocolate, just bigger.
Oh,
And that used to be like a treat we'd get occasionally, but I just can't seem to find it anymore.
they don't make it anymore.
I'm not happy. You've ruined my day.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Stop making the chocolate. I know, lads. You've been bullied since I came here.
Yeah, Dreams. Yeah,
I
it's
like the dairy milk ones where they just chuck all the random stuff in it and just make a bar out of it. Because they've done a Dime one, there's an Oreo one, there's one with like
Oreos.
candy or something like that in it.
Yeah.
I remember
That wouldn't last long.
I had like a spicy chocolate one. It was like ridiculously hot. But at that point,
Habanero chocolate.
sorry,
Spicy chocolate.
Like habanero chocolate.
it was something like that. It was just like ridiculously hot, and it's just like,
It's ridiculous.
it's like this is not chocolate. This is just a not pepperoni.
Pepperoni chocolate.
Pepperoni chocolate. I've got some pepperonis indoors as well.
That's for the pregnant ladies, isn't it? Oh, that's pepperoni chocolate.
Nice.
Oh.
Dear. Speaking of food,
As always.
as always, What weird food do you guys like? Like, is there something you put together that shouldn't go together but does go together? If that makes
I've
sense.
become accustomed to marinating steaks with Worcester sauce because it leaves like it's kind of like a sweet glaze it puts on it. Like lamb chop. Last night I cooked lamb chops for my father-in-law came down, and I marinate it in Worcester sauce, and it actually creates like almost like a sweet glaze in it. It's really nice.
So Worcester sauce is different to Worcestershire. I'm thinking of the wrong thing, aren't I?
Leon Perrins.
That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're marinating it in that.
Mm.
So-
I'm not covered it, but just,
Oh, okay.
just enough to colour the top of it, and then put it under the grill.
I just imagine it sitting in like a inch deep tray of it for some reason. I
No, it's not fully submerged in this.
was going to say that'd
steep-
cost a fortune.
Yeah, no, just enough to taste, and it just brings a little like a sweet subtleness to it, and it's really nice and red meat. I'm finding because I can get hot takes here. I put Liam Perrins in bolognese
See, I've heard of that.
when I'm cooking the mince before I put the tomatoes in.
I mean, I have Liam Perrins on cheese on toast or a cheese toasty. I mean, I eat way too much cheese.
Oh, so do I.
Crisps
No
and
cheese.
chocolate.
Oh, crisps and chocolate is the best.
No,
What?
I can't mix them. It's one or the other.
Oh,
You
it's
No,
so
hang
good.
on. I need
crisps
context.
then chocolate. You need crisps then chocolate, but what?
No, no.
Simultaneously?
To mash them into your mouth together, yeah.
Oh, what?
But then the chocolate would just
So
melt.
good.
No.
Yeah, it's like crunchy and crispy and chocolatey. Oh, so good.
Okay.
Yes, Welchie.
Crisp sandwich.
With chocolate.
No
Not-
chocolate.
Not chocolate. Wouldn't Nutella.
Nutella.
Nutella in crisp sandwich.
Oh god, that would just be like, like just visions of it getting stuck in your teeth.
It depends on the. Going back to your
Well,
thing,
yeah,
crisp
that's the good
sandwiches.
part.
Crisp sandwiches is it depends on the crisp.
Plain, always plain.
But yeah,
Plain crisp.
Hmm.
I'd rather have not crisp. That doesn't make any sense. I'd rather have not crisp. I'd rather not bother having crisps.
Salt and vinegar crisps in a ham sandwich is pretty damn good.
Oh, no, that sounds nice.
That's pretty
Not
good.
salt and vinegar. I don't like.
Oh, it's the best flavour.
Worst
Yeah, your
flavour.
lips. Like, what's the purpose? You
I'm
know?
trying-
McCoy salt and vinegar. Don't even at me any better crisps than that. They're the best thing. Lick them.
Before you put them in to make them stick.
Sweet and savoury. Hmm.
I get sweet and savoury, like chocolate covered pretzels, for example, are really good.
Yeah.
Chocolate
it just-
covered chips.
Yeah, because it flips. You get those bags of those in those blue bags. They're called flips. They're chocolate covered pretzels. They're really good.
Oh, is it like? Oh no, I'm thinking of the wrong ones. But yeah,
They're little pretzels. I'm talking about those massive German pretzels, but no, they're kind of little, but they're really nice. I like them. I mean, I don't like it when people put like maple syrup on a bacon sandwich.
that's
That's taking
American,
sweet
I would say, more than.
that's taking sweet and savoury to a whole new level. My friend, she saw a program. I think it was Man vs Food. She actually went out and got a KFC Tower Burger, took the bun away, got a what are those donuts? What are they called?
Oh, I've seen this. Krispy Kreme and that.
Krispy Kreme. That's it. Literally cut it in half, toasted it, and ate the Tower Burger in between two halves of a Krispy Kreme. And I was like,
What?
I
Okay,
can't.
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, she says it was really good. You know, I didn't. I was repulsed by the mere sight of it, so I can't really comment too much. But she says it was really nice, and
I think
can't
it
get
was
my head
actually a
around it.
thing for a little while
I mean,
at KFC.
I don't eat.
a burger and a donut. I just
I
can't work that out.
Fast food, like, haven't really got it. Like, people eat it, they go out their way to eat it. I just don't get, like, why you would make a point of going to McDonald's when you could go to, say, a pub or go to, let's just say, the Co-op and get a frozen pizza and cook that, and it'll be 10 times nicer than a McDonald's burger made from truck tyres or something. It's just, I don't get it.
Chips are pretty
Yeah,
damn good though.
truck tire.
McDonald's chips are really good though. To be fair,
This
They are. They have good chips.
I want to agree with you guys because I remember having them and remember them being really nice, but I think I had some about, I want to say 2 years ago. The amount of salt was on it.
I know. That's
And
why they're good though.
That's what it tastes like, good, yeah.
Oh, it's just I don't get it. I really don't get fast food.
Well,
Mac
she's
chicken
brought up something which actually, this is one of the pet peeves of me, which is people dipping their McDonald's chips in a McFlurry. I can't deal with that.
What? Why? Because you've just got salt water then with ice cream, basically.
It's just I see lots of people doing it. I personally, I mean, it's not just because I can't eat ice cream. This is when the days when I could eat ice cream. I just couldn't bring myself to bring those delicious fries and put it in ice cream. I just.
Yeah, but have you ever tried dipping it in the milkshake?
Oh, sorry, I
Because-
misread that milkshake.
Yeah.
No, I haven't done that either.
Like you get a McDonald's strawberry milkshake and then you get a chip and you like dunk it in. It's like cold and milky, but then like hot and spuddy, you know?
Buddy,
Quite good.
buddy.
Enjoys it every so often.
Buttermilk chicken. What on earth is buttermilk chicken?
Isn't that just KFC buttermilk chicken?
Buttermilk chicken with
No.
sweet waffles, bacon, and maple syrup. Where are you from, CJ? Where are you getting these things?
I know. I was like, come on, CJ, enlighten us.
What
We
do
need
they
to
have in
know
Essex?
this.
Jeez.
But yeah, I mean, just going up the chat. I mean, Chris says about spicy chicken breast and the donut is really good. He said so.
Now, is this donuts as in like we have over here in England, where it's got jam in it, or is this the American donuts where it's just bread and sugar?
I assume it's jamless.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ring
please be
donut.
jamless. That's nasty.
You put jam with a you know, with a towel burger. Oh no!
Oh my god, I'm actually gonna get sick.
And yet, you do put cranberry sauce with turkey at Christmas.
I don't.
Yeah, that's the point. You do, don't you?
Stand cranberry sauce. Take the bin.
Oh.
I find the cranberry like drink you can get very dry, like it dries your mouth out, sort of dry.
Yeah, you'd be thirsty after drinking it, like.
Which is kind of like this. This is not how water liquid would work.
No.
The cranberry sauce drink. What?
Yeah, like if you get orange juice and stuff like that.
Cranberry juice.
Yeah,
The
cranberry
Ocean
juice.
Spray do that cranberry one. Apparently, it's good for your kidneys. If you've got kidney
Yeah.
problems, it's actually very good for filtration.
Makes your bones go stronger.
That's
Stronger.
calcium.
That's milk.
Petit falou.
What's petit that?
Petit falou.
Oh, okay. CJ says buttermilk chicken, sweet waffles, bacon, and maple syrup is evident in Harvester.
Okay.
Oh, no, we don't have them.
Well, she says Weatherspoons.
Oh, we do have Weatherspoons.
I thought that's Weatherspoons.
I'll have to try
Heart of
that at some
bread.
point. Because like buttermilk to me, in my head, I just see like someone pouring milk over chicken, which is obviously not what it
Oh.
is.
It's the batter, I think, buttermilk refers to.
Yeah.
I think so. Very simple. Because I'm pretty sure KFC's a buttermilk sort of batter, isn't it?
Is it?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
there's very low lactose in buttermilk, so I can have it. So like Elm Lee, for example, I can have that as a lactose intolerant person. So I love KFC. I can absolutely pile through a bucket of KFC.
I always find the chicken like overbearingly dry. So once you've got past the skin, I don't know. Maybe it's just the KFC near me, but it's just it's right up there from the KFC.
Who wants to explain what a Weatherspoons is to Chris or the
So-
Americans?
So it's the heart. It's the heart of our nation.
No, I will instantly reject that.
It's everything that you could possibly dream of.
You start off
Walk in.
drinking there. You start off drinking there at the beginning of a night, and occasionally
Yeah.
think I'll get something to eat. If not, you just have your £2 for a pint and just walk out Salisbury and start a fight.
It's a beautiful place. It's got like disgusting carpets that your shoes stick
Oh,
to.
yeah.
'Cause
Oh yeah,
shoes just
It's-
love the place so much.
Yeah.
Feet don't leave.
Adhesive
It's just great.
furniture.
yeah,
Yeah.
and sofas that are ruined.
Yeah, you get
Yep.
jugs
Yeah.
of like sweet alcohol, and you have one jug and you absolutely fuck.
But I think
I'm
it's
sorry, swearing again.
basically
Old bald men on fruit machines.
Yeah,
it opens at like 10 o'clock in the morning, and there's already people in there drunk.
yeah, you get full
Yeah.
English for like 10p. It's beautiful.
It's heart of our nation, Harry. I'll tell you.
Brown sauce packets thinking it's a bacon sandwich. And
Oh god.
It's beautiful. I'll never hear a bad word against Weatherspoons.
I think
ever.
it's the sort
As long
of
as I live.
thing whereas if you go to the other side of the country, you can walk in there and you know what you're going to get. I think that's what it's like.
Sexually
Yeah.
transmitted disease.
didn't Weatherspoons come into hot water when lockdown came because pretty much just fired all their staff with no reason or something, some scandal like that, wasn't there?
The thing is,
So everyone on 0-hour contracts, so people didn't work very often anyway, were pretty much told to go away. Go away!
that's a subject I'm not going to go near, is like contracts and stuff, because there's just, yeah, I'm not going there. You guys are more than welcome to go towards that, but I'm not.
Well, Weatherspoons, I mean, was it Tina, was it you I was speaking to the other day? We were talking about Weatherspoons. You see this, you get a jug of basically port and blue liquid. And it tastes like Vimto. It's called a cheeky Vimto. And you drink a jug of that and you are hammered.
The Godfather's my favourite.
What's The Godfather?
So it's vodka Red Bull pretty much, but it's like got something else in it.
It's got antifreeze in it, it's like.
Yeah.
Greenwash.
Yeah,
Keep it warm during the winter.
I mean, vodka Red Bull, that's a... I can drink a vodka Red Bull, but I can't deal with Jaeger bombs when people put a shot of Jägermeister in a...
Oh, I love Jaeger bombs.
I love Jaeger bombs. Yeah.
It makes you
7 of them.
hot and chilled at the same time, and your heart is literally just doing palpitations. It cannot be
That's
good.
amazing.
Just makes
You
that
want
sort
something
of
like that?
heart palpitations. What more can you ask for?
Are you the sort of person who drinks it before the shot glasses hit the bottom of the...
Oh yeah, it's gone.
Yeah.
Tina just takes a bottle of Jaeger.
Drops a bottle of
She
Jaeger,
mixes a Red Bull in her mouth.
Jesus, yeah.
she gets a jug of Red Bull, and then just chucks the whole bottle in and go, right, bottoms up, see you later.
Oh my god. Oh,
Ooh.
There you
Ah.
go.
Hang on, CJ the barman here.
oh
Jack
yes.
Daniels,
Correct.
Amaretto, and Coke and fresh lime. That sounds amazing.
That sounds really good.
I love Jack Daniels.
Like fresh lime, like nothing else in that is fresh lime, because that's going to make all the difference.
Yeah.
It probably doesn't
The
flavour,
Amaretto is
but
fresh.
uh,
The bottle.
Wrong.
okay.
Ooh.
I know both.
Oh.
So CJ used to work in a bar, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
and
Who's the sexy barman?
Clem is a good friend of mine. So I don't know who to. I'm going to take CJ purely because I know he worked in a bar.
Depends on the.
Oh, depends. There we go.
It's fair.
That answers that question then. I think it's one of those things where it's like it's
Oh,
it's Italian film set. Why an Italian film set? Oh wait, okay, I shut up. Why did that take me a minute to get? I was going to ask Harry for context, and I'm like, oh okay. Okay. Are you two now just have a chat in the live
sorry,
chat?
I've just weighed in. Yeah, sorry. It seemed like fun, and I wanted to copy Harry because I look up to Harry.
You should be looking down.
Damn it, he
So
beat me to it.
That's where I live with all the scum.
Oh, so it's a bit, what, like the lower classes in Snowpiercer?
Yeah.
Oh, that
Just
movie.
eating jelly blocks made out of insects.
Oh,
I hate that film. I absolutely
Have you
hate
heard? You know what? I loved it because before I watched it, I heard a theory that it's about Willy Wonka.
the Genesis story of Willy Wonka.
it
Yeah,
makes sense, kind of.
He's a post-apocalypse world. His chocolate factory's like shut down because of all the snow. You know, you want to have snow pounds. Oompa Loomps are dead because they can't survive in the cold. There you go, more facts. And then massive W, and then you sort of go through a tier system of getting to the top thing. So he went through all trials like the kids did in Willy Wonka and Charlie Chocolate Bucket Factory.
Where?
That movie I have so many problems with.
What? Willy Wonka?
Willy Wonka?
No, the Snowpiercer one.
It annoyed me.
It
Willy
it
Wonka
bugs
too,
me
but-
too much.
Mm.
Purely because, now I'm going to say it, I like trains. So it's like I know enough about. I'm going to sound like a big-headed twat right now, but I know enough about trains that knows that I know that train wouldn't fucking work in the real world, and it bugs me, and I can't sit.
£10.
1,000 train cars, 1,000 train car, or whatever the hell brain.
What, powered by a child. Sorry for the spoiler.
Oh
I was
yeah,
like,
spoilers.
Give over.
But then the avalanche at the end, and they get out, and suddenly everything's defrosted, and it's like, how were they not monitoring the outside temperature or anything stupid? It's like, oh god, idiots.
I mean,
Yeah, but Willy
Is it-
Wonka could make anything possible. So.
I'm Chocolate Factory, Snowpiercer. They're both really dystopian movies, really.
Hmm.
you know, it was just I don't know if it was one of those sort of the narrative is actually a swipe at how society views people, and
No, it
It's-
definitely is.
It's the whole thing of, I think most movies, I think movies tend to fall into certain categories of they're trying to either tell a really cool story or they're trying to teach the world something. And I think Snowpiercer is just telling you the story of the class divide, and that's it.
yeah, in the most Orwellian way possible.
Yeah.
It's like and it's up like backside sort of way, you know. Look at me,
The
I'm so
other-
great.
Would you try a locust jelly?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? I would ask to be at the back of the train. I don't want to be up the top eating sushi and going to school, kids. Give me some blocks of insect jelly all day.
The thing is, it's protein, isn't it?
Insect jelly and cannibalism over education and a shower.
Any day. Don't like sushi anyway. That's a lie. I love sushi, but nah. Cool. Want to be at the back for all the scum where I belong. Sweeping chimneys.
Sweeping chimneys. I think you got the wrong time zone, Harry.
Chimney had I was going to say the chimney had the train. The train had the chimney.
Chim,
But it
chim,
wasn't a-
chim, chim,
Yeah, but it
chim,
wasn't
chim,
like a
chim.
steam train, was it? It was like an electric train.
I think it's like they imply it's fusion powered, I think, in the law.
Powered by children.
Well, the children are there because the parts are breaking, so they're having the children do that. But then, I have so many problems with that movie. It's 1,000 cars long. The world has frozen because humans have decided to ignore the world's global warming problems and just trying to put a blanket on the Earth. It's just,
Yeah.
I just want to punch somebody.
Yeah.
How did the polar bear survive? That's the question.
Well, the polar bear is probably more south than it normally would be.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
It has the opposite impact that's currently happening, where they actually have somewhere to live, unlike current times,
yeah.
and they don't have anywhere to live.
They have nothing to eat. Other than Oompa Loompas.
Frozen bodies, like 7 billion of them.
Yeah, but they're frozen. So that's like lick them out.
I want to know where the steak came from because they clearly showed some kind of hydroponics going on there, and then
From
then
the
then
fish,
it's
mate.
the fish,
From the fish.
the fish
Um,
steak.
I can't remember because I remember looking into the movie. I never watched the movie. I just watched like highlights from it because I'm a lazy bugger. There's a movie and there's a TV show, so I might be getting them mixed up. But I know in one of them they show cows, and then when an avalanche hits the train, the windows break and the cows freeze because of the cold.
Yeah, it's a TV show.
That's
I
yeah,
watched
it's a
it
TV
yesterday
show.
as well.
Yeah, so I'm assuming it's 1,000 cars long. Somewhere along there's cows. So
I think it's just really weird that you were irritated by the sort of the mechanics of how the train worked. I was more irritated that the fact is the henchman was pretty much invincible, and I'm like, I mean, he got shot like 50 odd times, he got impaled 3 or 4 times, and the fact is they decided to be Solid Snake accurate because the train went round a bend and they were basically just doing Angelina Jolie wanted sort of bullet throws. I was like,
I like the lore. Like I like to dig into like what happened in the world and stuff like that. But it is the problem I have is at some point that train is going to like the world's going to say the world cools down. They will all get off the train. They still have the same problem of the rich are the rich and the poor are the poor. But there's no infrastructure left. So they're all just going to be poor.
yeah, basically.
There's there's an old saying from like 18 something. Some bloke said that was like the rich eat the poor, but when the poor are hungry, they eat the rich. I think that's the right way round.
Yeah, that kind of sounds a little bit like that cop out in The Lion King, where they sort of justify eating the gazelles because when they die they become grass. I was like, cool, you've really, really sold those gazelles an absolute anchovy there, haven't you?
That's real life, like.
It's true, that, and it's a true story, like it.
So when gazelles die, do they not become grass as well?
Yeah, everything becomes grass. When you die, you just mould into your back garden.
Just mould into your back garden.
I have a vision of Harry laying there, googled eyes, just slowly rotting away. He'll make great potatoes later, don't worry.
Oh, mate.
It's,
But I mean, is the corpse of a lion particularly more fertile than a gazelle? Probably not. I just, even at a young age when I saw The Lion King, I was thinking, hang on, that doesn't sound very even.
I think the thing with the Lion King is it's basically trying to say the circle of life, hence the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I realise that, and I'm probably reading into a child's film far too much. Sort of. Hey, I was one of those weird kids who used to ask those stupid questions. Still.
See, I was the exact opposite. I was sort of like a man in a white truck stream. No questions ever asked. Just happy to go along with anything.
So, what other movies do you guys watch that, like, something really irritated you about it, or something along those lines, where you watched the movie but you couldn't enjoy it because of something silly like that?
Batman vs Superman.
Oh God, don't.
Oh God! Whoa! What did you mention that for?
That one word.
The whole conflict because Mum had the same name or something.
Yeah, the whole thing swung on one word, and it's like, you guys could have done 100 different things, and you did that. What's the open house?
I don't know that.
Is that like Netflix original?
Enlighten us, Welshie.
Oh yeah. I think it's Netflix original with Clay Jensen from Faith.
Oh, Clay Jensen, that movie.
Yeah. Awful.
Oh yeah, it was
Should have been closed house. Not bother filming. Absolute definition of dog.
Is it a horror?
Yeah.
I'm not interested.
Yeah.
I'm instantly not interested.
Yeah, Wolf's
It's not
attention is
scary,
waning.
it's stupid.
It's not scary, it's stupid.
Yeah.
You
Not
talking
all.
about me or the
Stupid.
film?
And the film.
I really want to watch that. Haunting the Bly House is on Netflix now. Been staring at it all day, weeping.
I mean, if you want to talk about films that annoy people, I mean, we had this conversation the other day. We were talking about the Babadook, weren't we?
Oh,
Oh,
feeding the
Stupid
maggots.
film that is.
that's the noise it made, wasn't it? Oh,
Dude.
That was the Grudge. The Grudge used to make that noise, isn't it?
Babadook, give me worms.
What is that?
Give me
Babadook?
worms.
It was just a shouting simulation. It was like, yeah, as you said, the first half of the film was a kid just yelling. The second half of the film was your mum just shouting.
That
and then-
kid.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's ever annoyed me more than that kid in that movie.
I nearly turned it off until the point where it looked like the kid was about to die, so it
Yeah.
kept
Waiting
invested.
for it.
But spoiler
Never
alert, the
happened.
dog dies.
Yeah.
Then the Babadook takes the position of the dog. Lives in the
Yeah,
basement.
and lives in the basement and gets fed mealworms. We totally
Oh,
ruined the
stupid.
film. We just saved you 2 hours of stupidity.
You don't want to see the film. You don't want to see it.
So, yeah, do yourself a favour. Just don't.
Do yourself a flavour.
And don't watch this trash.
Don't watch it.
No, it was, there's lots of films that, for one reason or another, irritate me. I mean, another silly thing I was doing films is when you get someone with a 6-shooter, and they'll carry on firing, and they'll carry about 17 rounds, and I'm sitting there thinking, I can see the chamber has 6 rounds in it, and you have to manually reload bullet by bullet, and next thing you know, they've got this Solid Snake infinite ammo cheat on, and I'm like, what? I mean, I realise you're supposed to just, it's a film. You're supposed to dissociate. It's not like I took The Matrix seriously and then got paranoid that I'm actually plugged into a machine somewhere.
Oh,
I mean, I'm not saying that, I'm not saying that I want to take it that seriously, but there's certain little elements of it that will just irk me. Probably for no reason, and then my wife gets annoyed and tells me to shut up and watch the film. That's the most common one. I'll go, well, that wouldn't happen. I mean, that and me working in IT, the one when they have a really crap image of a camera and they go, oh, let me sharpen it up. You hear the keyboard go like that,
don't.
and next thing you know, it's in 1020, and you're like,
Yeah.
No.
if the native stream is 480,
Yeah.
no keystrokes you could do could possibly sharpen that image. I mean, Enemy of the State was really guilty of that. It was a good film, but that peed me off.
I think it's like I see movies and like what was one I watched? Well, not watched. I tend to find a movie I like and then watch a 5-minute recap of it because it's like I'm not going to spend 3 hours watching this. Just tell me what happens.
What?
I'm lazy with things like that because
Oh no.
you can do so much in 3 hours.
Yeah, watch a movie.
Like you finish work at say, I'm too busy making tea or whatever it is I do in my life. I don't know. Someone let me know what to do.
For 3 hours.
I watched.
Strong cup of tea.
It's a strong cup
Well,
of tea.
slow his kettle.
Yeah, making a
He
kettle.
warms it with his hands.
You could fully descale the kettle in that time.
I could row a boat to China and get another one.
Absolutely.
But I watched. I've lost my train of thought now. Oh,
sorry.
The Walking Dead. I am not going to sit and watch all The Walking Dead. I'm sorry. I
I
watched.
got a problem with The Walking Dead. I got a real
I
problem.
stopped watching it.
I watched the
Yeah.
first season and got pissed off.
Oh, you only
It was
watched the
just
first season?
It was the same storyline, like over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just sort of smashing your
Hard.
face against a brick wall, just
Yeah.
season after season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it was fine until they really started over egging Negan, because I was like, yeah, he's quite a good bad guy. And then it's sort of like, then this whole war with the saviors raged on 3 seasons. I'm like, oh come on now. And what I hate is, now this is another thing, is when something was either a book and then turned into a film or a series, you get the people who read the book going, oh, we're just sticking with the book, and I'm like, look, yeah, well, I'm just watching it, I just can't deal with. I was like, I suppose with the Harry Potter, the Lord of the Rings sort of thing. It's like, yeah, that's fine. I mean, Lord of the Rings, I read the book. Some things were different in the film, but I'm not going to be one of those people who sits there and just keyboard warriors it, going, oh no, it's so different from that. And I'm like, look, this is one media. Your media's books. Go back to the library.
I think that.
I've got a mate who's a bit like that. He's got like a real problem with Harry Potter films. Because apparently in the books, Dobby's got a girlfriend or something, and he was really bummed out that you don't see 2 house elves having intercourse.
What?
Which is just something that
I did not
thought
expect
was
that turn.
a good call. But he's like, oh yeah, Dobby had a girlfriend, and I was like, just calm down, mate. It's a kids' film. Just sit down.
I think the problem is, if you tried making a book directly into a movie, like word for word, you just gave someone the book as a script, it would be like 18 hours long.
Yeah.
But on the flip side of that, if you look at Game of Thrones, the first 4 seasons are full of the book were absolutely incredible. Like, just bummed them. And then when they went off from the book and started doing their own thing, it was like an absolute just mess. Just fell to pieces.
I think.
When you got the last season.
I have heard that.
So I'm going to bring up a TV series that I personally think started this problem, and it's Lost.
I never enjoyed any episode of Lost. I've never seen the appeal. Like the first couple of seasons, okay, it's alright. But when they got to the like catch and that, I was like,
Yeah.
getting a bit bored now.
I think they could all be like standalone shows on their own and just do a season and then end it.
Yeah.
But they just kept going, and I think everybody else has looked at that and gone, that made loads of money, we should do that.
Yeah.
And now here we are.
Yeah, the series has ended. Let's just make another series and hype it, and then people will watch
The
it.
thing that messed Lost up is that there was like a writer's strike during the end, during like the final few seasons before it happened, and then when the show come back, a lot of the cast were like, oh, I want to get out of this show now. So a lot of people's like storylines, the people you actually cared about from the beginning, sort of like just got stupid to endings. I can remember some bloke and he just managed to get off the island by finding a raft on the beach. He just went. And it's like after season upon season of like trying to break codes and like work out where they are, he finds a raft and he manages to leave. It's like just sat of nowhere. And then there was I don't know if it was the final season where there was like a devil and a god.
Oh,
I
that
think-
was so ridiculous.
I think didn't
Like
it
a
just?
man in a black suit and a man in a white suit, and it's like, oh,
Oh,
I think basically didn't it get to the point where they're all in heaven and this is just them being tested?
purgatory, like, yeah.
Yeah. Which is fine, but there's better ways you could have done
Not
it.
fine. Not fine
Like
at all.
you could have followed each
Through all of that, and
character.
then it wasn't even real. No.
Yeah, but it didn't
Wait.
need 10 seasons to have that revelation.
Yeah.
that's a typical show that just had a good idea, but the ending hadn't been sorted out yet, so
Yeah.
it sort of like got carried away, and 'cause people enjoyed it, they just carried it on like it was just like more obscure every season.
But for me, isn't the whole, like, at the end of the film or the series, they wake up and it was all a dream, isn't that just lazy?
Yeah.
Do you guys
Yeah.
do you find that as really that is nearly as lazy as the answer just being, well, aliens? You're like, no.
Yeah, because hang on, lots of this doesn't add up. Yeah, well, because aliens, and you're like, no.
Yeah, but that's an ending you sort of like when you had to write short stories at school. Like, when there's like,
Yeah.
like a horror story or something, and you're like, oh, I woke up and it was all a dream. That's how everyone's story finished. It's like, it's the most like bone idle way of doing anything.
I don't know about you guys, but I've noticed, at least with Amazon Prime stuff, that it seems like every single show they make, they have multiverses. Every single show. And it's really starting to annoy me.
There's a new show that everyone's going about. I think it's called like The Boys or something about superheroes.
they're the bad
Yeah.
superheroes. Yeah.
Yeah. I watched a couple episodes. People are proper like going in, oh, it's great. And I just thought,
I struggle
nah,
with it.
it's not. It's just Misfits, just worse. That's what I thought anyway.
I was watching Man in the High Castle.
Oh, I watched that.
I love the backstory and stuff and the lore. I wanted to dig into the lore of it all because it's really interesting. And then it just goes, oh yeah, there's anybody watching it before I spoil it?
No.
No, I've seen a bit of
okay,
it.
but
Okay, it's basically multiverses and they're trying to take over all the multiverses. That's why, like, at some point someone falls asleep on a park bench and sees a different version of America. And it's just like, oh yeah, there's just multiverses and some people can travel through them and some can't. And the Germans want to send an army through. There you go, that's the entire movie. TV show.
have you
Okay.
watched Hunters as well, where it's like just after the war, like the Nazi scientists have gone into America?
See, isn't that based on true story? Because that did actually happen, but I don't know if that's based on it.
Yeah, it's sort of like, well, the theory is that America took in Nazi scientists, so they
Mhm.
won the race to get to the moon before the Russians did.
That's completely correct.
That's is that actually not a fact, is it?
That is a known fact. I can't
Oh,
remember the scientist's name. He helped start NASA. Oh, I'm going to kill myself.
Jeffrey Epstein.
No, it was a German name. Oh, I'm Googling it.
Oh, hang on, Oppenheimer made the nuclear bomb.
Yeah, I have seen, what is it? I'm the Destroyer of Worlds.
Thanos.
Thanos.
It might actually, I might be mixing that up. Vernon von Braun. That's the
Great
one.
piano player.
Vernon von Braun.
Vernon von Braun. He was German, but the Russians did the same thing because it was Cold War. Everybody was stealing what they could.
The sun's never out.
See, going back to series, what was it? There was another one Amazon's doing. Oh, Tina.
I'm here.
Okay,
Don't mind me, I just might leave every so often, but I'll come back immediately.
fair enough.
Sure.
Wow. It's about a space race, but the Russians got to the moon first. So they end up. So the whole race sort of goes up a notch, and everyone's like, "We need to build a base on the moon now. That's like the next goal." And there's a bit where like an American and a Russian meet each other on the moon, and it's like they can't communicate, they can't see each other's faces, but one of them's holding a hammer, and it's
Did they
like.
kill each other?
No, but it's like all he's got to do is smash his visor and he's dead. That's it. He hasn't got to physically injure him because there's no oxygen.
Go for the kneecaps.
You remind me of a question I have for you, Wolf, actually, because
no.
obviously your space knowledge.
Space knowledge, yeah. Carry
Space
on.
knowledge. Okay, you ready?
Go.
What
Gravity.
is space?
With Gravity with Sandra Bullock and George Clooney.
Yeah.
The beginning of it. You've seen it, yeah?
Yeah.
When they smash into the ISS
Yeah.
and she's hanging onto it, and
Yeah.
then he has to unclip himself. Surely, once they've anchored themselves on the actual space station itself, his inertia would have stopped. Why did he carry on flying away?
So it's been a while since I watched it, but they get hit by debris and it spins, doesn't it?
Yes, yeah. There's lots of spinning, and
Yeah,
they
and
basically
she's-
two of them just cannonball into one of the arcs of the ISS.
Yeah.
What I don't understand is how come when she untethers from herself, she is not getting pulled away from the station, but he is. I don't understand. I don't know enough about inertia because I'm pretty sure once the momentum has gone out of them and they're then moving at the same rate as the ISS. Why would he continue to accelerate?
Sit down.
I'm going to say it now. There is so much wrong with that movie.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. You said about things that annoyed you in films. That really irritated me because I was like, no, hang on, wait, what? I was like that, and then I got told to shut up by the wife.
So, because he's flying around in that space, I can't remember the name if it's got a name. That little thing.
Retro rockets on it.
Yeah, that was a really expensive project. Like, compared to most things, that was really bloody expensive. And it literally only has like 30 seconds of fuel. It doesn't have like the minutes that he's flying around in.
Zinging around for half an hour, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's just doing stunts.
Yeah, which is incredibly dangerous. I'll have to look up the scene to see what the bit you're bit, because I actually just seem to remember they are spinning. She's on the Canada's arm. The space shuttle's docked. The other problem with that is the space shuttle has. This is going to get nerdy for a minute. The space shuttle has gyros, and you know, like the toys you get where you spin the thing, you put it like you see them on Eiffel Tower toys, and they seem to float. So you can use them to manoeuvre in space. So you can twist them, and either it twists or you twist, depending on the reference frame. The ISS has 4 of them, and they're spinning constantly at like whatever 1,000 RPM, and they use them to rotate the entire ISS. So when it was originally hit, you would have to fought against 4 of those gyros spinning at stupidly fast, as well as the space shuttle itself would have its own retrojets. Is it retrojets? The small jets that blast gas out, they would be fighting against it, and automatic systems would have kicked in so quickly. It's just, yeah, and the bit at the end where it's very like, oh, she's coming out of the water like humans come out of water billions of years ago. It's like, it takes hours to get into a spacesuit, and you can't do it on your own. It's not possible. Like, if you look up spacesuit, someone putting it on, it's like 2 people helping them in the spacesuit. There is along the space lines, there is a really cool video online of a tour of the ISS, and it's just like, it's mind-boggling because you go up, you go down, you go left, you go right, you go back, you go forward, because you can go in any direction you want. It's really mind-boggling. And the fact that the ISS is not technically, and this is going to cause some hate in the comments, technically is not in orbit, it's in low Earth orbit. So it wouldn't be at the same height as stationary satellites. Yeah,
That's quite a huge narrative. So I've really started something. I do apologise. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I could talk about this for ages. And again, citation needed on everything.
Completely gaslighted you there. I'm really sorry.
It's just, entertainment-wise, it's fine.
Yeah. It's science fiction. Stop taking it so damn seriously. Got it.
Yeah, and the whole thing of them like getting to the Russian module, whatever the other one they try and get to, it's like, there is no way in hell they'd be that close in space. Hand painted. Yes, we can, Harry. I didn't know you had hands.
Yeah. I'm gonna be quiet.
I thought you had webbed hands.
Yeah. Inbred.
Sorry, that went on a real tangent.
No, it's right. I heard the moon, so I assumed you talked about space.
Just you went off and made a cup of coffee.
That was my reference point.
Oh dear. Oh no. So Harry, what movies have annoyed you?
Just love all movies.
Okay, what's that really bad? The Room.
The Room.
The Room. Is it called The Room?
With what's his name? Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
The
movie.
Room.
that's a sick film.
You're
so
tearing
funny.
me apart, Lisa. Whatever her name is, I can't remember it.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, mate. If
Does
you
he kill her?
What a
in the end?
great movie. I've seen the movie like 4 times. I can't remember. No, he dies. He kills himself.
oh,
Doesn't
dear.
he? Yeah, he kills himself.
There's a theory that the director, because it was actually that, whatever his name is, sorry.
Tommy Wiseau, he directed and starred in it.
Yeah,
And wrote
the-
it, and yeah.
No one really knows where the
Can
money
tell.
come from.
Well, he didn't need much money, did he? Did you see his state in the movie? Like,
How
Yeah,
dare
true. Have you seen, like, in the background, there's just pictures of spoons?
pictures of spoons,
Yeah.
is there?
Yeah, there is, in the background of the movie, there's pictures of spoons.
Oh, what a great movie.
If you ever go to a cinema screening of it, be prepared, because my god, it's just like everybody quotes the movie and people throw things at the screen. It's just madness.
It's turned into a bit of a cult classic now, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's so bad it's become good, as it were.
Yeah.
Didn't James Franco make a remake of it or something? Is it real
Yeah,
good?
that was quite good as well.
I haven't seen that yet.
That's quite a good job.
Wait, is this one of the only remakes that's better than the original?
It's not better than the original, but like, do a good job. It's quite an entertaining film. You sort of like see his sort of life while he's like doing it. So you don't actually see the film. You see like how he was.
Oh,
with
like
casting and that.
like a making
Oh.
of
Yeah.
the disaster artist.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
that's it.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. I think all you got to
Yeah,
do
it's
is
quite good.
watch the trailer of that movie and then you'll know what it's like. And it's like, yep, that's a movie. I mean,
It's a movie.
that's a movie apparently. Actually, how much money did it make? It had a
Imagine it's
$6 million budget.
What?
where did he get that money from?
Yeah, so this is the thing, and one of the theories is that he's actually a spy or something.
A spy?
Yeah.
Who thought of Willy Wonka?
God, here we go.
Well, that's full circle now, isn't it?
Yeah. He's after the ingredient of the everlasting gobstopper.
Just-
It's just cyanide. That way it lasts forever because you're dead.
For you, it lasts forever.
Yeah.
We'll put you in a coma in some endless reverie.
yeah. Wow, that got dark quick.
Got pretty dark, didn't
Yeah,
it?
I thought it got
Jake
dark
and
last time, but
Now there's dead kids. That's just good. It's good nasty.
We've
apparently
got a wholesome family Roald Dahl book to Willy Wonka gave cyanide to children. Wow.
If you want to view
To be
science.
fair, he did try and murder a lot of kids in that
He
film.
did.
yeah.
But he tried to warn them, and
yeah.
they didn't learn lessons, so they.
I said, fine,
They
go
died.
drown in a pipe, or basically
Yeah,
go.
exactly.
Basically, he tried to basically eviscerate some in some rotor blades at one point.
Well, Augustus Gloop was going to die from diabetes anyway, so he might have been suffocated.
Mercy
in a
killing.
chocolate lake
I
in
mean,
a tube. Yeah.
What story or what bit of advice does Charlie and the Chocolate Factory give you other than don't be a greedy bugger?
That's it. Just don't be a spoiled
it,
brat, and you won't.
Violet
fall
Beauregard
into a
and the
garbage
DNA
chute.
totally, redone. I mean, that's some hideous genetics. That's some Frankensteinism right there.
What's
Turning
that?
into a blue, well, Violet Beauregard got basically
Oh yeah.
to become a blueberry.
Blueberry.
Her DNA would have had to be altered. I mean, if that's not X-Men material,
The life lesson was don't be a spoiled brat, or a man in a chocolate factory will come and kill you.
I mean, like
Even
the
an orange
film
midget.
The Fly with Jeff
Yeah, we'll
Goldblum.
sing songs about it.
Have you guys seen The Fly with Jeff Goldblum? You know.
Or where
Yeah.
the kids start eating each other.
No, he has that teleporter, isn't it? And when he gets the parameters wrong, he puts that baboon in it, and it ends up inside out in its like first run.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I would like to cite that with go back to Willy Wonka. When Mike TV goes from large to small, and he's getting basically re-put together. At some point, when they put a person in it, they would have been inside out.
Wow.
Did he get put back together, or did he stay?
They stretched him, which is actually slightly more barbaric than recompiling him in a smaller state, didn't they?
Should
Did
have
he
just
come
put
out
a
like
bullet in his head and got it over with.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
messed up.
Cam's
Take him
here.
into the woods.
It was just kind of sick.
Along the lines of teleportation, now I'm going to turn into a nerd here, and I haven't seen Star Trek, like much of it. I've only seen like the main movies. But Star Trek is, getting the words right, is the biggest genocide. Is that the right word? Because the teleporter.
Yeah,
So
because
because it technically. I say because it's Star Trek. It's up to you how much I speak here.
That's,
because we
I
go
think
on.
if you know it better than I, then go ahead. But the theory is, so teleportation, the only way to do it is to copy. But then obviously you have to get rid of the original copy, otherwise you have two people who are identical. So every time they teleport, they're killing themselves.
Oh.
So suddenly Star Trek becomes a massive... I think it is genocide, the word I'm looking for. I don't know if that's the correct word. You know what I mean, though? Like, everybody's getting killed every time they're teleported.
I mean, there was a story arc in Star Trek Next Generation whereby the signal got blocked for the teleporter and reflected back, which is why they ended up with 2 William Rikers,
Which would support the theory.
which totally supports your theory that you actually die when you come out of the when you go into a teleporter. Oh god, yeah. Anita's just mentioned the Prestige. Yeah, exactly.
Is the Prestige the magician one?
The edition one, yeah.
Oh, it has... What's his name in it?
Hugh Jackman and Christian
Yeah.
Bale. That's good. I like that.
That's such a good film.
Is that Rachel McAdams? Or am I thinking of a different movie?
It has Nikola Tesla in it.
No. Rachel McAdams. I can only think of her in Sherlock Holmes.
Again, they're good. The new ones.
But I mean, there's The Illusionist with Edward Norton. I don't know if I'm getting confused between those films now.
No, I can't think. I'm drawing a blank.
Firing blanks.
Yeah. Yeah, as always. But yeah, no, I mean, The Prestige I thought it was a really clever film. I mean, I kind of half worked it out, but yeah, I mean, yeah, because Nikola Tesla was David Bowie, wasn't it?
I can't remember the actor, but I'm a big fan of Nikola Tesla, so...
Yeah. Yeah, it was with the rest of us thinking, oh, look, it's David Bowie.
I'm like, it's Nikola Tesla, it's Nikola Tesla, what's he doing, what's he doing, what's he doing? That's me. You guys are like, oh, he's a cool actor.
The rest of us are ground control to me.
You know, going back, that takes us back to the ISS. That song, what the hell was it called, was recorded. They made a cover of that on the ISS.
Did that? What they actually performed it on the ISS?
Hang on.
I mean, that song's about a guy being in space and it going wrong. Isn't
Yeah.
that just like a really bad omen?
So Chris Hadfield did a song on it.
I mean, that'd be the equivalent of basically playing Firestarter by The Prodigy in a Burns unit. Isn't that just really inappropriate?
I think if it was the very first song recorded in space.
Was it You're Beautiful by James Blunt?
No, it was
No. It's a shame.
whatever that song was that Sin literally just told me, and I've forgotten already.
Space Oddity by David Bowie. Was it technically Ziggy Stardust? It was David Bowie.
It's David Bowie, yeah.
James Blunt.
James Blunt? No, not James Blunt didn't write every song ever, Harry.
Are you secretly in love with him or something?
He's just a great guy. Just funny. He just makes shit songs. Sort of, again, apologise.
Oh no, I shouldn't play this because it's copyright.
Get in trouble.
I will. Basically, anybody in the live chat, just type in Space Odyssey. It has 47 million views, so I'm sure you'll find it. And I shall put it in Discord for you guys. Yeah. So I believe that was the first ever song recorded in space on the ISS. So, completely useless bit of information for you.
I think they should have done Killing in the Name by Rage Against the Machine. That would have been better.
Yeah.
I don't think NASA would have approved.
It's the best Christmas #1 in the UK ever.
It was, yeah.
I mean, it took something to beat Mr. Blobby for #1, or yeah.
Oh god,
Mr. Blobby, it's never beaten.
I rewatched some of Mr. Blobby and I just burst out laughing watching it.
Blobby, blobby, blobby.
God. It was so good. I don't know why.
It's amazing how popular it became, considering it was.
The jaundice baby.
Well, yeah, I was trying to work out a phrase there slightly more politically correctly, but no, fine, yeah, sure. A
Giant jaundice baby.
giant
chicken pox.
With chicken pox. Hang on.
Blobby, blobby,
Bobby
blobby.
was pink. He wasn't yellow.
He was pink, wasn't
Mr. Bobby was pink, wasn't
he? Yeah.
He was pink with like green dots, I think.
Yeah.
Pink and yellow dot.
he? Oh. So
And
he
then
was
Mr.
slightly
Bobby?
jaundiced only. Let's be honest. Jaundice isn't technically funny, but liver failure. I mean, it's not particularly.
See, I want to play the song, but I can't.
The Blobby song.
The
Yeah.
Bobby song.
I had it on cassette.
I too had it on cassette. Yeah, I too had it on cassette.
Oh, dear. 1993, Christmas number 1.
It's always been my number one.
It never left Harry's car.
It never left. Still got it. I've kept the same car for the cassette player just so I can play it.
No, you upgraded to Bluetooth, and it's your ringtone anyway, so you just put it to your car.
Yeah. Blobby, blobby, blobby.
That's how you come down with that boom, 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 boom.
How was there not a Mr. Blobby game? Oh god, there was.
Mr.
I've
Blobby.
got Mr. Blobby
Yeah.
Monopoly.
Sin, you need to get on this.
Oh no. Oh, that means it's a retro game. I mean, I'm going to get bullied into playing it. Okay, what format's it on?
I don't know. It just says... some... What? Okay, that doesn't make sense. To Google. YouTube's not helping.
Blobby game, yeah?
Yeah, that's what I've just Googled.
Big blobs.
Amiga and PC. Super Troll Island.
Yeah.
It seems somewhat appropriate. 1990.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. Right, for a start, it's a platform game. I get forced to play enough platform games as it is, let alone with Mr. Sodding Blobby.
Alright,
I'm
save
sorry,
it.
Sin.
Okay, I'll make you a deal, Sin.
You're
Yep.
playing this game. There's no deal.
You're doing it now. In fact, you're going to live stream it right after this.
Are you
Quiet,
actually?
boys. Send Mr. Blobby round your house, Noel Edmonds.
I was going to say, do it for a charity live stream or something, and then you can pick a game for me to play on a charity live stream.
Mr. Blobby.
Okay. Okay.
So when we get to that point where we can do live streams with donations,
Well, if you are, that's a very dangerous game to play with me. You make me play that because that means I can make you play any game and you're going to have to do it in the name of charity, yeah?
Yes.
And I know you're a horror wuss.
yes, and I'm fine with that because like there's things I won't do voluntary, but I'll happily do for like charity. And that,
Well, if it's a
like,
horror game, I will be consulting Welshie. You are aware of that.
that's fine. Like if you're gonna pick, I don't know horror games. If you pick something and it's for charity, I'll do it because I know it's going to a good cause. I haven't got a problem with that. I will crap myself, but I'll do it for charity.
All in the name of charity.
Why not?
Yeah. So Welshie would say for you to play FNAF. I mean,
Just Five Nights at Freddy's.
I don't.
It's just jump scares, isn't it?
Yeah, compared to some, it was weird. Compared to like a Fatal Frame or a Silent Hill, or I don't understand why a FNAF would be, is considered as scary. Because I've dabbled with it. I'm not going to play it to the degree that you guys do, but for me, it's just I don't see anything more
But you
frightening.
can't fight back though.
Well, you can say the same about the Slender Man games.
Yeah, they're
Wait,
terrifying.
we need to play that as a group.
I wouldn't say Slender Man is more frightening than Fatal Frame.
I think Slenderman is just like a equivalent like Trouble in Terrorist Town. You're just running away from a problem and trying to get the notes.
Basically,
you
yeah.
can't fight back.
He's in the woods.
Yeah,
It's pitch black.
the kids in the woods. And
There's a
Kid.
7-foot man in a suit chasing you.
Well, why is he in a suit? I mean, if you're going to create a monster, why put him in? Is he meant to be a pallbearer?
He's a dapper, like.
He's just professional, isn't he? He's professional.
He's a professional. So he's Agent 47 with no face. basically.
Yeah. Not speaking civilised, isn't he?
There's some concept art for Agent 47 which went very, very wrong, and then he ended up having tentacles and some creepypasta.
It's nothing personal, it's just business.
It's just big.
It's just business.
I do like the Halloween pranks that people did where they dressed as Slender Man and just kind of stood in an alleyway and people were walking past and just to film their reactions.
Oh
That's
god.
fantastic.
Remember that whole clown thing when everyone dressed up as clowns and terrorists? Like,
Didn't people get arrested for that?
Yeah.
He's going on again.
Still got
It's
Is
happening
it?
again this year. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just
Saw
coughing
uploaded videos
instead.
last night on Facebook. Some random bloke standing at a drive-through and he's just like, running to people's cars.
Oh,
I'll just run them over. Just be
yeah, that's
gone.
what I.
I've always wondered that, like, if they did the zombie thing, like 4 zombies come up, if someone actually shot them, like, where do they stand legally?
They'll be fine because it'll be
It's all supposed to be
self-defense.
stopped.
You don't have the
Zombies
weird
aren't
idea.
Yeah.
I'd get.
Yeah, but seriously, the zombies aren't real.
No, but like in the moment of the heat of the moment, you're not going to think straight, are you? Let's be honest. You're going to do your natural reaction of defend yourself.
Zombies have feelings too.
Uh,
Oh no. Crabs are people.
do you mean like the bit in like Zombieland with Bill Murray, for example?
Yeah. Yeah, he walks into the cinema, doesn't he? He shoots him with a shotgun.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen the new one, actually. Zombieland 2.
No, I haven't seen that either. I've only seen the first one. The first one was very good.
Yes, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I think it was too long when it was like 10 years between
It was a long old time.
first and second one.
Are they trying to
For
do
a
it?
film that I thought was okay, it was a bit of a just a random one.
It didn't take itself seriously, which was good. It just did a laugh.
Yeah. It's the same way that Shaun of the Dead was a good film, because in terms of zombie movies, they take themselves so damn seriously that occasionally you do need a silly one just to break up the seriousness.
Yeah. They did do a pilot show for Zombieland, and I really enjoyed it.
Really?
Yeah, because they were in their car, and it was different actors, but they were in their car and they had a radio, and the radio woman was like guiding them to survivors. But every time they met the survivors, they died somehow. So like one of them they met on a construction site, and then he just fell through the floor and died. Another one they met this woman who could cook really nice food, and they're walking along a railway bridge, and then she just gets sideswiped by another zombie. Sorry.
Sounds a bit Final Destination, but yeah.
It is, but they just can't seem to keep anybody alive in their group. So
Right.
I don't know how long it would have gone on for, but they only did a pilot, and that was it.
Sounds quite funny though.
Stories Untold is CJ's suggesting. That sounds familiar.
Stories Untold. Let's have a look. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I know this one. Yeah, I know a bit about that, and I'm already not happy. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, PT. Oh, you know what? Silent Hills getting panned was, quote unquote, for me one of the biggest travesties in the video game industry. That game never came to light.
I'd play Alien Isolation happily.
Oh, I didn't like Alien. I didn't enjoy Alien Isolation. I got too annoyed with it. I actually never finished it.
Oh,
Like,
what?
vicariously completed by watching Chris's series on YouTube.
I was going to say I watched someone play it and thoroughly enjoyed it, so I think I'd enjoy playing it, knowing that there's a good story in it. I think.
Don't get me wrong, it's a good game. It just wasn't for me. Sometimes games just don't click with you, even though they're so popular. They just don't. Yeah.
I think a good example is like Fortnite. Some people would love it. I don't see the attraction. I played it, got bored, done.
Yeah,
It's just
I dabbled
another
with it.
shooter.
I'd rather play Tetris. Never played it again. But yeah, I mean, it's quite common for me. There's lots of games which I see the appeal, but I also know it doesn't appeal to me, and vice versa. There's lots of games that everyone thinks are trash. I'm like, oh, I quite like that. Happens all the time. Well, that makes us diverse, because it would be a bit boring if we all like the same things. Because then, being a gaming YouTuber, it would be a bit boring because everyone would just be uploading the same game.
And I think with that you've come full circle back to where we started talking, which was people come for the game, but stay for the person playing it. Which I think it was Chris that mentioned it originally.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and that rhetoric is one to live by. I mean, myself, Tina, and Harry, we were part of a group on Twitter whereby we thought it was supposed to be for supporting YouTubers, and the amount of Call of Duty we were forced
Oh
to.
my god.
It was just
So
sort of
much
like.
Call of Duty.
And this is what I understand. I mean, I really hope I'm not insulting anyone who does make Call of Duty content, but it's all the same. I mean, you can try. I mean, you can diversify it by being yourself in it. That's fair enough. But when it comes to, I mean, there was one guy, and he literally used to review guns, but then he'd review it by playing the same level, shooting the same people coming out the same windows. He was just holding a different gun. And I mean, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have similar themes running through your YouTubes. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying is, don't make it a carbon copy and then be boring with it, because that for me isn't entertainment. But I mean, it was mandatory in that group that we had to watch it, then we had to write caught up or whatever. We'll see you. I think I made that joke with Papagood on Twitter earlier today. The very same of that absolute nonsense, and it's really weird. I hate seeing it. I don't know if you guys get wound up like this, but there's all this. I support everybody on YouTube. Well, it's impossible.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, you can't support everybody.
You're just wanting to someone to add you. You have zero chance. I mean, what we do in the EQB, that is supporting fellow creators, and we happen to be friends at the same time. That is supporting it because we promote each other. We co-op with each other. We do a lot of things. That is supporting it, and you can't do that for 500 people. So you trick 500 people into
subscribing to your dead YouTube channel.
It's just, yeah. I just find it a bit ridiculous that you try and market yourself, go, oh, sub me because I will support you back, and then you never hear from them again. You're like,
Yeah.
well, what was that? If you don't look, I'm not going to take offense. If you watch my YouTube channel and you don't like what I'm doing, then don't sub. Just don't watch it.
See that, mate.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, but don't just like when you like watch it for 3 seconds, write something completely benign, because I'd rather have one less view than have someone who's viewed it for 3 seconds and written something totally stupid. That's a really silly thing for me to get annoyed. And it's the same when people just write nice vid. They go, and I look at it and go, well, you obviously haven't watched it.
Yeah.
Because frankly, my quality is terrible. So if you
It wasn't a nice bit. So.
Yeah, because I know you haven't watched it because you said it was good. I've just played the game badly and been sarcastic for 30 minutes. That's not the healthy ingredients of a nice vid, is it?
I mean, you've probably noticed with the comments I leave on stuff and say, I want to leave a comment, but I haven't got anything to really say. So I just generally say, this is like, you guys have seen the comments I leave. But yeah, I think just leaving a thumbs up is the best thing you can do.
Well, with you, I tend to just message you. Like, if I've enjoyed a particular part of the thing, I don't tend to leave comments. I feel like I don't know. I guess it's nice. Like, if I've got something to say, I'll say it. But like,
oh, that jump scare got me. Yeah, every time. Every time. I mean, our friend you've quoted there, Chris. I sent a message to CJ earlier because he wrote something on my YouTube earlier, and I couldn't ignore it. I just had to reply.
Is this Old Testament?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay,
no,
so it's before Old Testament.
No, this was from the group before the Old Testament. He was a part of that, and he always pops up from time to time, and he'll write something on your YouTube video, and it is never anything to do with what you've actually done, and you're like, I am convinced you haven't actually watched it, and it's almost like a honey trap to go, hey, come look at mine. Because the thing was, I fell in that trap. I used to generally watch his stuff, and it was just sort of like, I have no idea what's going on, but I felt compelled that you had to write, so you end up writing some contrived comment. But it was never as empty as nice vid. I'd always try and remark on something I happened to watch. I mean, it was a bit different when I don't feel, I mean, you guys, I mean, I thoroughly appreciate all the support you guys give me, but you don't have to comment on it. Don't think of something.
I don't comment a lot on people's videos.
No.
And that's fine. I don't need like a receipt, like a read receipt on an email.
Yeah.
That it's that I can then check you off. They go, well, you're supporting me, or no, you do what you want.
That's what's good about this group, though, because like we all just generally talk every day, so like we're sort of like mates before, you know, this whole support for support, which is just a nicer way of saying stuff for sub.
Yeah, I would say, and this is not in a bad way, I would say that the YouTube comes second, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Mm.
it does.
Which sounds like a bad thing, but it's not a bad thing. So,
Yeah, yeah, you're supporting the person rather than the actual channel.
yes, yeah, that's a better way of putting it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what you're trying to say there.
yeah, pretty much.
Life support.
Yeah, we all need that in this year. This current year, we all need life support, I think.
Just switch
Yeah.
me off.
I mean, I got
I'm sorry, I can't reach the switch, Harry.
the
God,
events that led me up to, you know, going on YouTube, you know, starting on Twitch, meeting you guys. I'm not 100% sure that would have happened if lockdown hadn't happened. You know, it's the whole
Yeah.
sliding doors sort of mentality with that. That I wouldn't have been, you know, forced to stay indoors and hide from people who don't understand how to wear masks properly.
Oh, don't.
If yeah, no, I think we went on this last time. I've even done a flipping hot take on my Twitch before about idiots about masks. I'm not going to go into that, but I'm not trying to make this incredibly wholesome, but you know, I don't think our paths would have crossed in the way that they have.
No.
And for me, it's become a part of my life now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, for the better.
you're welcome.
I mean, yeah, Harry. Yes, I'm currently making a wax shrine to you in the corner of my room. Some joss in it as well, and I can do Thai ritual. Yeah,
Appreciate it.
but I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, they always say you got to kiss a few frogs to find a prince. So we've come across some absolute weapons on this.
Yeah.
I feel like I've just lucked into this, and you guys have gone through the wars, as it were.
Well, you met one of them, Wolf. So
Tina.
oh, don't start you two.
It's not the right place, Harry.
CJ's calling Harry out.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say calling him out.
Well, no, that's the wrong phrase, isn't it? Sorry.
Yeah.
What,
Claiming.
CJ?
You-
But I mean, going back to the kind of the history of where we arrived here. You know, Harry dragged me through, you know, a couple of groups with him, and that's where we arrived here. I mean, dragged is probably the wrong word. You encouraged me to join that. We ended up in some. I mean, it started off as a weird Discord where everyone really just didn't talk to each other and just spammed their weird YouTubes, and then we ended up in that Twitter group where the majority of us all met. Ended up getting disgruntled with that, formed our own Discord, realised that the guy whose Discord apparently we didn't realise actually belonged to was a dope, and now we are where we are now. So, you know, that's the brief history of the Equilibrium group. But
yeah.
it's version, but we now stop hating each other, which is great, and we've reached an equilibrium whereby we are equals, where we can hang out, and you know, I don't like any of this mandatory stuff, and I like where we are.
I did have to sign a contract though, so just saying.
Yeah, you still owe me money, Harry.
Yeah.
That swear jar's overflowing, and you got to put your money in it.
I've had like 2 swear words, been good.
Have I sworn yet?
I don't. Chat, has he since sworn? I don't think he has.
The heart monitor will know because she
Yeah.
will call a swear immediately.
That's why. Well, she had the call on whether Tina's was a swear word or not.
I only
Oh,
said 2, I think.
You said like 5.
One of them is not a swear word.
No, well, she's saying.
see, the lack of swearing on Wolf's channel is I have that ability to hold it back because I'm a parent. And
Yeah.
the last thing I want is them going around and effing and blinding, and you're like, oh yeah, learn it from their dad.
The thing is, I've been in situations where someone has been in person has been swearing and directing everything at me, like full on. Every other word was "you're an effing," this is your fault, this is that, and I've been on the receiving end of that, and it is not nice.
Yeah,
I
angry
think-
swearing isn't nice.
Yeah, and I think that's why I just don't like to. I will at objects, like say my computer's going wrong, I go, "Oh, you piece of," and whatever.
Yeah.
But I won't direct it at somebody. I may at a game because I treat it as an object, but I would never direct it at someone.
Oh, it's very easy to do that. It's actually kind of cathartic as well. But I mean, at a person, look. I mean, if you look on like I don't hold back on Twitch or on YouTube because I don't want to filter myself, and this is kind of I'm not being a responsible parent and adult at that moment in time. So yeah, my language is pretty bad.
But I don't feel guilty for it. I know we got the running joke as who swears the most at me and Tina. I think we're assuming. I don't know which way's the
I
split.
don't know. I think it depends on the day.
Yeah,
It does depend on the day. Depends on these.
yeah.
I mean, we all have good and bad days.
Crank up to 11 smashes me in the swear stakes,
When what?
especially when you're streaming Street Fighter.
Oh, stop. We don't talk about that.
Hey, look, you and
Oh,
Harry got more bouts in Street Fighter than me and Chris did in Killer Instinct. So
That's true.
We only managed 4, didn't we, after like a 4-hour stream?
I think it was 6. And me and Chris managed 5.
Oh, we got 6. Fair play to us.
Yeah. I mean, Chris and
job.
Sin streamed for about an hour, and we streamed for about 4, but did pretty well.
I don't know how you stream for that long, because I mean, I get to like the 2-hour mark, and my voice, you can probably tell, is starting to go now.
Do you have a drink with you?
Alcohol.
Yeah, I've got 2 drinks here, and they're nearly both gone.
Well, I was very apprehensive at the beginning. I remember saying to Chris, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to meet. Was the affiliate goal was to stream for 8 hours or something like that? And I thought, oh, I reckon I could do 1 hour. When I did a half-hour stream once, and I thought, I'm knackered after that. I mean, but then Wednesday afternoon, I went for nearly 3.5 hours. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, it flies sometimes.
Yeah. It depends on
Sometimes
I think it depends on the game and the company.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you've got a
Definitely.
busy stream, it's like,
Yeah.
when I was streaming Tina, that was probably one of the quickest streams. Like, I
Yeah.
think it's quite funny watching
It was hilarious.
just Tina go down the slippery slope of, just do more shots, just do more shots.
I mean, what was even funny for the rest of you who only watched the stream was watching Tina in the Discord afterwards.
Okay, we're over it. Let's move on. God, get a new thing to talk about.
All the
Oh.
links to the channels will be in the description if anybody who wants to check out what they're talking about.
Yeah. No, unless you want to hear us how Tina was trying to sing Don McLean while holding a microphone.
Trying to. I succeeded and I was good. Okay.
Got us all to join in.
Yeah. And we just kind of all sat there awkwardly.
Alright,
Chris,
it's my
Chris
time
actually
to leave.
at one point.
Bye, guys.
So that's given me an idea. Should we do like a Christmas karaoke? Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
Karaoke.
No.
Absolutely not.
Well, we need to do
Calm
something around Christmas, I think,
No,
as,
I'm
as a
up for it.
group.
Yeah, I'll do something for Christmas, just not singing.
That's fine. We're
But you say
Christmas
all
or
the
New
time,
Year's,
Um,
because I presume no one's going out New Year's Eve. Presume.
Well, Tina's
my God, it is.
convinced me to drink Copperberg with her on one of her streams.
Yeah.
singing probably will happen there. So.
damn.
Yeah.
Oh, Welshie, we want to hear your voice. Welshie, you've got a good voice when you're not smashing spiders with books.
So many references to the Discord. Oh, I feel like that could be a
Oh.
video itself.
It was amazing, just the booktality. Or Rodar, what else we got?
Booktality.
So many.
Oh dear.
But anyway, lovely folk. I am.
I'm actually going to love you and leave you now.
Yes,
On that.
we've been going for, I think it was Welsh you mentioned, we have been going for 2 hours. I'm going to call an
Yeah.
end. As
My,
we've been going
my-
all night.
My championships has arrived, so.
Thanks for having me.
And now I'm hungry.
Nice.
I shall attempt to end the stream without staying in the Discord, so we don't get the mistake that
Bye.
I've done every time. I shall speak to you guys in a minute.
Thank you, Wolf.
Bye.
Thank you for having
really
me.
appreciate it.
Thank you, Wolf.
Thank you.
Bye, Wolf.
Good night.
Thank you everyone for joining us. It's been a wonderful stream again, as always. It got a bit deep, as always, but this is what it. This is basically going back to like what Shin was saying. This is unfiltered. There's no editing. It's just this is raw, so it goes all over the place. But yes, thank you everyone for joining us. All the links to everybody's channels are in the description. Some people weren't on the Discord today, but I put all the links there to everybody who's in Equilibrium. But yes, I now need to rustle up the music, which is no longer open. So, professionalism. Where is the set of music? And I hope everybody has a nice evening. And I will see you all next time.